Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oxy and I can't believe that I'm making a video of updates of my life. I'm really excited and this excitement came from a lot of work that I've been doing recently because I decided to create a huge project, and it's not like huge production wise or anything otherwise. It's huge bleh, I can't speak. Huge project emotion wise because I put a lot of in that project, and the idea of this project came up like maybe May, April, something, when I was still in Russia. And somehow I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Really wise, right? And I didn't do that. And when I came back, I was like, okay, maybe it's time, because here I have equipment. I have like a pretty looking location where everything can be shoot and it will be aesthetically pleasing. And then I made the first episode, the second episode, and I kind of ran out of things that I wanted to say because it's very emotional, but also I have kind of a memory loss, if I can say it that way, because when you go through such pain, it blocks a lot of memories and situations that happen, and you kind of distance yourself from the reality. And that's the reason why it was really hard to film, to talk. And I tried to prepare scripts. I was writing scripts for each of episode that is going to be released, but at the same time it wasn't the way I wanted, because I wanted to free myself from everything I have inside. And it didn't work this way, because I was like, it must be helpful. And with this idea, I was trying to help people to understand that this, and this is normal. Feeling this way is normal. Having this things going in your mind, it's okay. And maybe just because I was trying to have something helpful in that content, I don't feel accomplishment in a way that, yeah, I did what I wanted. And at the same time, I realized one thing is that I'm not English native speaker. My first language is Russian, and everything what was going on, it was in Russian. And if you into psychology, neurobiology, then you might know the fact that you kind of separate yourself. You have your Russian personality and English personality, or any other language speaking personality, because you're not traumatized in a new language. That's why it's kind of different. And also new words or something about, I don't want to say like topics, but it needs specific vocabulary that unfortunately I didn't learn for the video. I've been Googling things, but in the process of shooting, you just can't remember them. So it was just tough. But finally, I am almost finishing the project. That's why I'm planning to start releasing episodes that I filmed. But still, I'm kind of not... I'm happy, okay, don't get me wrong, but something could be done differently. But whatever. Yeah, this is the first huge update, and the second huge update is that I had a lot of visitors here. My friend came to Dubai, and my sister came to Dubai, and my cousin came to Dubai. This is actually a reason why I didn't upload anything on the YouTube. I was like kind of living in the moment, and it has nothing to do with living in a moment. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't feel comfortable filming with people around me, or my brain is just somewhere out there, not here, like where I want to talk about things that bothering me or anything. Yeah. But the thing is, okay, my friend that came here, she is the reason, kind of a reason, why I started to take myself seriously when it comes to music. I started to write music when I was 14 years old, and the reason why I started to write music, and I've started to write it in English, was that I was trying to learn English in more professional way, because when you on the level B1, B2, you face the reality of English that a lot of people are using idioms or something like this, and it was hard for me to learn. And I was like, okay, what I like the most, music, and I can try to write something because I was already trying to do something, come up with something, and I started to include the idioms or something into the lyrics, and that's how I started to learn new English stuff and also create a beautiful lyrics. And never it got something more. It was just on the paper, and I have a lot of lyrics written. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the attempt of making it more than just being on a list. And I had the idea of going to Kiev to record the music with my friend, because she's local there, she knows everything. And it was kind of a reason for me just to come to Kiev. And nothing happened there. I had very terrible experience being there, but whatever. And after that, I never tried again, and I was still writing lyrics. Like every time something happened, I was like, okay, let me write a song about it. But actually, the process of me writing songs, it's way more different than just having the situation happening and me writing the song. But there is something behind that, definitely. So this friend that came here, I was living with her in Dubai, and because you're 24/7 with a person, she noticed that I'm doing something, and she asked me, and I said like, yeah, I'm writing songs, and I showed them to her, and she was like, you should do something with that. I can be your producer. And that's how I was like literally I can do something out of it. And I started to look for a producer. I found a producer, the studio, and that's how I recorded first 2 songs. Then with the same team, I recorded the 3rd song and released 1 song. But at the same time as I was like, okay, I'm taking it seriously, I didn't take it seriously, literally, because in my mind, I was like, okay, everything is going to come my way without me putting any efforts into that, okay? Because, as I said, I'm not a big fan of social media. I've been trying to, I'm doing shorts, and it also not my cup of tea. But whatever, I'm trying my best, okay? And with all of that being said, I released the first song, Dreamer, and it didn't go viral or anything like that. I just posted out there, and it's still out there. But I released it by myself without the label, and turned out that it only uploaded to 2 platforms, if I'm correct in here, like Spotify and YouTube Music. While they said that this website releases it on 40 different platforms, but you can't find it anywhere, unfortunately. And that's the reason why now I'm gonna search for a label, and at the same time I have to do my social media. And that's the biggest pain in the ass for me right now, because I hate social media. And when I say hate, I actually mean hate, because my Instagram recommendations are so nice. I love them with all of my heart, okay? There are a few reasons for that. And the first one is going to be that I like aesthetically pleasing content or sad content. And that's pretty much everything I watch there, and all of the makeup tutorials, funny videos, I don't know, people telling you a story, Reddit stories, love things. That's just not on my list of recommendations, but I know it exists, and sometimes it's coming up on my recommendations. But I know that the content I watch is the lowest percentage of TikTok users watch or something. And I have to create talkable content talking about myself. And I had these ideas in my mind and thoughts that were literally killing me and made me overthink 24/7, because I had these thoughts, like, why would people watch my content? Why would they like my music? Like, I'm scared that people are not gonna reflect with the song I have, with the lyrics that was written there, the message that I had in each of the song. And like, how will they like it? Why would they need to like it? But at the same time, on another hand, it's, in the end of the day, everything is about the person. Everything is about the human. And what I mean by that is that we all seeking for love, even if you hide it. We all seeking for love. We do everything for each other. Like, we have friends, we have relationships, we have colleagues, and in the end of the day, everyone you know or everything you touch it's about the person. Like, someone created the brand Marshall and someone stands behind it. Someone creates films that you watch. Someone is the president, and it's about the personality. It's about the personal brand. And at the same time, it's about people who is watching that, because people are making this person famous or something like that. And I had all of these doubts that I couldn't even make up to words or sentences, but it was really bothering me. And I had a conversation with my friend, and then I was like, okay, now I'm chill. But it doesn't change the situation of me having to create a content for the TikTok or Instagram. I'm really bothered that I have to, because I don't want to make the ADHD content. I really don't want people to be... I don't want to force anyone to watch me, if you know what I mean. I don't want to put clips of Subway Surf game or something like this. It just... my brain. Like, does everyone has ADHD? Why we started to make content like that? And this is actually a huge problem I've been thinking about a lot, and I even wanted to make a short video about that I hate TikTok and blah blah blah, because people are becoming, I don't want to say bad things, but stupid, because the information that we get is overwhelming and the brain doesn't have time to sort it out, the first thing. And the second thing is that out of a sudden we started to listen to everyone. Like, when I was a kid, I had mother, father, teacher, and somebody else, and I had to choose which one I should trust, which vision on life I should trust. And somehow from this person I'm taking this, from this person I'm taking this. And right now, as we have like thousands of influencers telling you how to live your life, how to manage your finances, how to make your boundaries strong, how to find your love, what to accept and don't accept in relationships, we're just like, yeah, I agree with that, yeah, I agree with that, yeah. And you lose your personality, and you lose everything. Like, it pisses me off so badly. Really, what are we doing as a human nature? As a human race, what are we doing? Question mark. Yeah, I don't want to make this video so long, because it's kind of just a short update. And hopefully next week I'm gonna release, and you're gonna see what I've been working on for the last like 3 months. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I didn't finish about the music. So my friend came, and I was like, okay, I really want to record a few more songs, and I can't make it because I'm not going to Russia anytime soon. And studio that I've been working with, they are located in Moscow. They can't come here and bring the equipment here. Maybe they can, but it's gonna cost like a huge amount of money that I don't have that money to spend. And I was like, okay, let me just ask if we can do it online somehow. And the producer said, yeah, like technically we have this ability, we can at least try and see how it goes. And on the distance, we created a few more songs, and the biggest Problem, the following problem was that I had to find a studio where I can record my vocals, and I found it. Not me, I didn't find it. This producer with whom I've been working with, he found the studio here. They are Russians. They open like music studio. I don't know. They're working with a lot of people, famous people, and I was like, that gives me a lot of pressure. Like, it's okay. And I went there, and we had how many days? Like three days of recording every day, like for 3-4 hours. The last day was almost 5 hours, I guess. It was really a stressful experience, but I'm happy I made it because the result, it's awesome, guys. Like, I'm so proud of myself, and I'm really happy to work with these people. I'm really happy to meet new creative people. That's something that brings joy in my life. Yeah, and right now I have to work my ass off to make people know that I exist, and my creative things that I do also exist, like music, like the series that's gonna come up, and hopefully people like it. So right here I'm gonna finish this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you next week. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hope you're well. Love you. Bye.